Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Garage. Today we're at Cordova Raceway with El Toro, the Turbo Fox Body Mustang, and I'm going to try to get my Sportsman's license. Paperwork filled out, gears in the car. I gotta swing over to the tech real quick, have them gander at everything, then we're gonna come back and get ready and do the thing. John's here again helping, Doug's running around, Andy's gonna be running the GTO today. It's gonna be a ton of fun, lots of action. I think I gotta get 6 passes in total, but they are doing a competition today, so we might have to sneak in between rounds. John, favorite color?
Purple.
Not what I expected, not what I expected.
It's red. I lied.
Oh, red. Okay. He's back. It's fine.
No!
Well, a guy and a bull made her through inspections. No issues there in tech. We're setting tire pressure up right now. We're gonna double check the fluids, things like that. We also had to adjust the belts a little bit. They were nice enough to put this big seat in for me, but of course then anytime you get into a new car, I guess, even whether the seat changes or not, you got to get harnesses set up. And then I picked a different screen on the Haltech there, just a big tack, and just kind of running through all the buttons and switches and what everything does. We've got a boost controller in here, 1 through 12. Hopefully we end up at 14 by the end of the day. That's all the bump stop controls there. The dash will go back in this thing for race week. I think I'm actually might just get some arm restraints and just delete on the window net altogether, because it's actually, you know, these Fox bodies are pretty tight and I'm a pretty big guy, so it's not quite fitting right, but that's small stuff, you know. But pretty excited. They're running 8th mile today, so my first 3 passes, which makes sense anyway if you're running quarter mile trying to get your license, is supposed to be a half pass. So we're gonna head over to staging here in just a minute, get suited up and make some runs. We're headed to the staging lanes. We didn't really hear a tested tune called yet, so we're just gonna go over here and be like, hey, we're trying to do the thing, and see if we can start getting worked in here. We got 5 passes to make today: a 330, 2/8s, and 2 quarters, hopefully. So we're gonna see what we can do here real quick. Say thank you, because I haven't said it enough. Thank you to Doug, Andy, and Brian, everybody at Motion Raceworks. This car is insane, and I'm thrilled to be driving it. All right, first pass was a 177 60 foot and a 642 8th mile at 115. I think that's the alarm for the temp, but I think this parameter set wrong. It's only 140.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would bring it back over to the pits. We'll cool it, let it cool down, and look everything over. We'll get
we got some sort of oil dripping on this side. I'm seeing smoke.
We can see. We'll mess with that a little bit, see what we can find.
Okay, I'm gonna go around this way.
Yeah, go around that way. You're good.
2 of 5 down. That is an absolute blast, and I can see how these fast rigs get addicting. That is just absolutely insane. It's almost like it goes in slow motion though, to be honest. But we're gonna cool things down. I got some oil on the windscreen. We got something's leaking over here. It might be the brake master actually. I might have overfilled it yesterday. But we're gonna check that out, reset tire pressure, and then see when we can sneak in. I got 3 more passes, and we got to turn this boost up a little bit, I guess, which is, I already threw my back out, I'm pretty sure, in the first one, so that's fine. We just keep going, you know. See anything immediately?
It's a little bit moist underneath the turbo.
I know we hot lapped it, so we had a little bit more air in the tires than we wanted to. We were at about 18, so about to 330 or so. I started coming over towards the center there, but I didn't want to get out of shape worse by letting out of her, so I just stayed in it. But man, it's a lot of fun. We just looked everything over. I was getting a little bit of a shake right there at about the 8th mile, 115. And we lifted up the front a little bit, and the wheel bearings were just a little loose. And that's probably really typical. They were brand new and they probably seeded into the race a little bit. Snugged them up, looked over the rest of the car, added a little preload to the drinker side right rear, because it did step out on me a little bit to the right. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was enough where I lifted. I didn't know what was going to happen. So hopefully we got that figured out. And it's nice and cool now. We're going to turn the boost. You know, we're going to give her a twist. See if I can hang on and put down a good 8th mile. I need to do better for sure on this run, and then I've got 2 quarters coming up after that where I really got to let it hang out. So this is probably my last practice run, if you will, before I got to get this figured out. But we're going to head over to the staging again and take it for another rip. Up like a red devil fishing lure, and I ain't missed ya. That felt really good. Good. Yeah. Nice pass, dude. Thanks. So we're gonna turn it right around. So we were headed up to get the staging lanes again, and we heard the fuel pump. The pitch was changing, kind of indicative of a plug filter or a fuel pump going out. So just to be sure, we pulled the pump because I didn't want it to go lean in the middle of my pass. That's not good, obviously. And when we pulled this pump apart, this positive has a broken jacket, and it was flat and touching the case of the pump, and probably intermittently shorting out, which was causing that fuel pump to do weird stuff. We can't really fix it out here right now. We just bent it out of the way so it's not touching. And we're just hoping to get one more quick pass out of it, then we'll cut it and heat shrink it or solder it back up, put it back together. But we just need 5 seconds out of it at this point. So we're just going to toss this back in.
As they both tickle the beams, they'll pre-stage first and start to bring up the RPMs to get ready to...
.133 60 foot on that one and 577, and I had to pedal it there, got a little squirrely off the line. And then coming back on the return road, the temperature kept rising. It didn't get hot, it only got to like 190, but usually it's around 140. And when I stopped, I figured the fan wasn't working, and sure enough it wasn't. There was a piece of hose like this that was either laying inside of here or we somehow picked it up on the track, but basically it got jammed in the fan. But thankfully it just blew the fuse out, and we swapped fuses, the fan's running again. I've got one more pass, is all I got to do, and got the license, I guess. Didn't have to do quarter mile. They weren't going to change anything over. They said we could just do it on 8th mile. I was really looking forward to running the quarter, but we could kind of extrapolate and do the mathematicals and stuff to figure out what the quarter's going to be, but having a lot of fun. We're going to go watch some other cars for a bit, and then they're going to sneak us back in for one more pass. What's that?
Are we on the flat?
Yeah, you're about a foot on. Right. Just finished my last pass. We got El Toro loaded up. I rushed it a little bit. I was just thinking about the Busch lattes, but it was good enough. It's all I needed to get the license. Got that signed off on the tower, so I officially have my Sportsman's license, which is just makes no sense. So watch out. I am fired up for Rocky Mountain Race Week. I'm looking forward to improving, getting better, learning. There's so much, these guys have so much experience and knowledge, it's unbelievable. Car is fast, there's a lot of car left, I just got to figure out how to use it. But again, big thank you to Motion Raceworks. If you haven't checked out that channel, you need to do it. They built that car in 8 days, and it's an absolute animal, you know, as the name suggests. Stay tuned, we got some more craziness coming. This is just the start of my journey. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.